Well, hi friends, Doc South here, and oi, I just I'm all psyched and ready. I'm psyched and ready for Memorial Motor Madness over at the M&M facility in Hackettstown. I honestly don't know what number we're doing. I know it's in the 20s. I would think it almost has to be in the 20s. Pretty darn sure. Um, I've done I think I've done every one of them so far. Now, tomorrow I'm going to share this. Actually, a few cases I've shared the stage with music groups that come in. Okay, various, different people came in. I think one year they had some wrestlers come by and, signing autographs and stuff. Yeah, the professional wrestlers. And there's always something going on with Memorial Motor Madness, some kind of surprise. And I know the first one. I think it was Ed Hageman. Forgive me if I have the last name wrong. I am getting old, and but I'm almost certain it was Ed Hageman, who was a heck of a guy, a hot rodder. He had some pretty cool cars, and I think we were lucky to have maybe 20 cars. Yeah, we had that whole parking lot, and there must have been something else going on. Well, Memorial Day weekend, and I guess people just didn't really know to come to it. Um, but eventually, the following year, there was more. Maybe the next year there was more, and then look out, Mama. From then on, it's always been a pretty crowded parking lot. In fact, a crowded two parking lots. A lot of people involved with it. Eventually, um, um, organizations took it over, and it's now quite the well. It's been a doozy of a car show ever since, and I'm always honored to do it. The This year, I believe I'll be with Chris Schmidt from SC3 Entertainment. Chris is going to do a set. I'll do a set. Back and forth we'll go. He'll play the more modern stuff that would be popular for a car show. I'll play the older. So it sounds like a plan. Sometimes they've had bands there. I don't know about this year. I haven't heard, but I don't. I imagine it'll be enough. It'll be enough going on with Chris and I going back and forth. Weather's supposed to be good, and there you go. Um, I know the every year I give the money one way or another to a veteran charity that I make. Um, there was only one exception, and that was the last time it ran, the which I think would have been in 2019, the summer of 2019. Our at the Our dog Millie had been ill for a while, and evidently while I was doing the show, and my wife I think was at a flea market, Millie her sickness got worse, and we both arrived home at pretty much the same time. Sandy from a flea market, me from Memorial Motor Madness, and Millie was on her way out. It was sad to see, and we had to get her to a vet because it was time to put her down, and that was pretty rough. Fortunately, Millie died en route to the to the veterinary hospital, and we were lucky to find one open, and they just made sure they injected her to make sure um, she was gone. It was a sad day. Oh my God, tell you. And it's funny. I think I've told this story real quick. Was in at the lobby. The people at the veterinary place was a an office somewhere in north of Newton, New Jersey. They were still open and took Millie in and did what they had to do. I think she was gone when we got her out of the van and into the I think somewhere between our van and the front door of the veterinary hospital. That was it. Uh, but still, they had to make sure. And I remember Sandy and I were both pretty much sobbing in the lobby. And I, I don't know where Sandy went. She was off. Maybe she was in the ladies' room or something. But uh, I was I was in the lobby, and a guy comes over to me, and he says, and it was a guy. I don't know, just a thin fella. I hadn't seen him before, but he comes over to me and he says, "I'm real sorry about your dog, but don't worry, she'll be okay." Um, in he intoned dog heaven, and he gave me a hug, and said, "I'm sorry about your dog," like that. And I said, "Well, thank you, Mister. That's kind of you. She was such a great dog. Hmm. We're going to miss her." And he, I don't know, uh, it it's funny because Sandy Sandy came out, or for all I don't know where the heck she was, but she on the way home, I said, "Gee, that was a nice veterinary hospital." Some guy came over, one of the people. I guess he must have been there paying a bill, or maybe had a pet in there, or whatever. I maybe cleaned the place. I don't know, but he came over and he gave me words of encouragement, and he said everything would be okay, that Millie would be in good hands, so to speak. That's what he intoned. And Sandy said I was never out of the room. The guy, there was no guy in there. I said, well, yeah, there was. He gave me a hug. She said, not that I saw. And I said, you're kidding. She says, no, no one was there. Just you. You were just standing there. I swear, friends, I did have a person there. Of course, I'm beginning to wonder if it may not have been quite a human person, but uh, I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, Memorial Motor Madness, those and the money we earned at Memorial Motor Madness, that particular, or that I earned that day, I had to use to pay the vet bill. But other than that, the money's always gone to a veteran-related charity, and tomorrow will be no exception to the rule for me. In any case, I thought you might like that story. It's kind of one of encouragement, and Memorial Day is a day to remember those who have passed, and hope that that they're in better hands now. And I basically told you that story to at least give you my point of view on it. Anyway, I'm still looking forward to playing a boatload of records, looking at hot rods, and I do think there might be a cheesesteak there with my name on it somewhere. And we'll have a ball. Of course, we'll have the rev up after the national anthem. Um, I think all in all, we'll have a pretty good time. Okay, and Chris, I know he's setting up the sound for it early in the morning, and from what I understand, he's pretty wired to get it boogieing too. So all in all, darn good. I think a good day will be had by all. And Memorial Day. Remember those who gave the last measure of devotion. There's so many, and not just the soldiers. Soldiers, of course, um, but also there's many a rescue person has passed away one way or another horribly. Police, fire, again rescue. So many people that have died selflessly to help and to make our country great. Keep them in mind tomorrow. We'll see you later. God bless. Bye now.